Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. We have reached day 3. We're on the World of Tanks replay site, and we are now going to sort on Tier 8 heavy tanks, and we're going to look at just the premium tanks. Let me highlight all the premium tanks here. Oh, there's a lot of them to go through here. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, I think I've got them all here. The Chinese WZ111, the 112, also a Chinese one. The IS-5. The IS-3A, the FCM50T French, the Mutant, the Liberté without the L, the T-34, the KV-5, the IS-6. This is the KV-4 with the weird turret, the Loewe, the Liberté with the L, the Samoa, the two Patriots, one with the concealment and one without, the Chrysler K, the IS-6B, T-34B, just to be complete, the WZ111 Alpine Tiger. It's pretty much the same as the WZ111. The Defender, the two Defenders. The VK168, that's the Maubrecker, if I'm not mistaken. That's the Maubrecker. The Carnarvon Action X, I don't know what those are. There's the other Maubrecker. One is with the skin and one without. Let's forget about those. The 50 TP prototype. All right, the Chrysler K, and that's the other Liberté. There's more. Let's leave out these LF ones. The VK7501, the E75, the Emil 1951, the Renegade, the Object 703-2, and the other Object 703-2, weird one there. These are just an FL that doesn't count. T-77 is the autoloader, the Bisonte, the Skoda T-56, and then the three new ones. The Bofors Tornwagen, the Caliban, and the M4Y. Now, I mistakenly thought they were medium tanks yesterday. You know what? I'm not going to click those because you can't buy them other than in the Christmas boxes. Let's look at the results sans those, and I might do a video specifically on just those later. So let's show those results. Okay, so that's all the premium heavy tanks in the game. Thousands of games loaded. And let's do some sorting here. We're going to, of course, start with block damage. Which one is the biggest, baddest damage blocker? And the number one is the KV-4 Kryslavinsky. The KV-4 with the Minnie Mouse turret. Top damage block game. Okay, number 2 is the Patriot. Interesting. Probably a hull-down Patriot. Number 3 is the Skoda T-56. Another hull-down beast. Number 4, the IS-6B. And then the 112. Then the Skoda T-56. Then the IS-6. Then the Object 703 version 2. The Skoda T-56. And the Loewe. So what does this show us, guys? This is in contrast to the previous couple of videos I showed. There's no one tank that dominates any of the results here. The T-56 was in there a couple of times, but it's an assortment of tanks, and it just goes to show that any one of these, if used correctly, probably the Loewe being hull down, any of them that are played correctly on various maps can bounce a lot of shots. So there's not one overpowered, broken armor-wise. And I'm surprised that no defenders in the top there. Remember when the Defender was the flavor of the day? All right, let's look at damage. That's what this game is all about, is damage. Top damage game in a Tier 8 premium tank. The Renegade gets the top damage game. The T-56, the Skoda, gets number 2. The T-56 gets number 3. The T-56 gets number 4. The T-56, the T-56, the T-56, the T-56, the T-56, the T-56. Now, what does this tell you guys? In contrast to damage blocked, overwhelmingly, without a doubt, the best Tier 8 premium heavy tank in the game right now, not including the Caliban, the Tornwagen, and the M4Y, is the Skoda T-56. And it's one of the most recent ones. It's just dominates the extreme results. Let's watch two games. Let's watch the Renegade, who finished on top, and the Skoda, and see how those games went. This was a perfect analysis to illustrate how statistics work here, guys. And we're going to watch the top damage game by Merrick24G from the Dead Clan. Shout out to you guys! He's got his tank equipped with gun rammer, vert stabs of the special edition, and improved hardening, I think that is. He's got 22 regular shells, 18 premium shells. He's running Coca-Cola in his Renegade. The Renegade, the king. The Renegade has the top damage gain this patch for a tier 8 premium heavy tank. But this is a perfect example of how statistics work. Yes, any tank, well, no, not anyone, but driven by a really good player, someone that knows what he's doing, it's possible that the top result, or a couple of the top results, can be achieved in a variety of vehicles. But in the case where you see 9 out of 10 of the top results in one type of vehicle, like the T-56, the Skoda T-56, the reason you see that is that Skoda T-56 is just better than all the other tanks. And it's just that it is more capable. There's something about it that makes it better. We looked at the top 10 games for damage blocked, and we could see that there was just an assortment of tanks. There was a Löwe, there was a Skoda T-56, there was a couple actually. There was an assortment of tanks. And what that tells you is that there's no one completely broken, overpowered, heavily armored tank in the game. I think there used to be when the Defender came out. If we did this analysis a couple of months after the Defender came out years ago, and we sorted by damage blocked, there would have been 10 out of the top 10 games would have been Defender games. Because it just had completely broken armor at that time relative to its peers. And at that time, what is that? Oh, the armor on this thing is completely OP compared to the rest of the tanks. But that's not the case now. There's a lot of new tanks that have strong turrets, and it just the Defender didn't even stack up. Now the Defender doesn't even show in the top 10 results. So what does that tell you? A little bit of evolution of the game. So when you have one tank that dominates the results in a certain category, you have to understand that the only thing that's consistent in those results is that tank. Everything else is, oh, he missed that shot. This thing is known for having a good gun, but he missed that shot. There's the wide assortment. When there's thousands and thousands and thousands in the sample set, there's a completely wide assortment of everything in that sample group, right? There's the good players, the bad players, the good matchmaking, the bad matchmaking, the good maps, the bad maps. There's everything mixed in there. And if you look at the means, you get a certain story. But if you look at the extreme results, I don't know how that guy made that shot. He's humping a rock, and he managed to make the shot. The reason one particular tank dominates extreme results, if that's the case, it's because there's something about it that just makes it better than the other ones. The same in life, guys. You look at IQs, okay? You look at IQs. You look at the log normal distribution of the population. And everyone's, you know, pretty much a regular schmo. Most people, they fit in the regular part of the bell curve. Like me and you. And everyone who happens to play this stupid game, we just fit in the center, in the bell curve, right? And then you have the extreme left, which is the poor, challenged people that we can't discuss any further without being politically incorrect. You know, they have a hard life, and we feel for them. But then on the right-hand side of the bell curve, the extreme highest IQs. If you look at those, who do you have? You have Leonardo da Vinci, you have Michelangelo, you have Amerigo Vespucci, you have Giuliani Marabucci. It's Italians, right? Italians are the smartest people in the world. And the Germans. Basically, if you look at the highest IQ people that ever lived, it's all Germans and Italians. What does that tell you, guys? Let's not get into that discussion. Do not leave any comments about that in the my video might get banned. But what you've learned here on Klaus's channel Let's actually have a list here. Leonardo da Vinci, Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton. Oh, wait a minute, he was English. I thought I had to. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. If you look at the extreme results, that's where you find the outliers. Those are. If you want to know what makes someone a genius, don't look at the mean, right? Don't compare average schmoes. The average Swede has a 99 IQ, and the average Canadian has a 99.6 IQ level. Therefore, Canadians are smarter. Now, that doesn't work like that, right? There's just as many stupid Canadians as there are stupid Swedes, and you wouldn't have anyone who has a 99 IQ, hopefully, involved in anything to do with running your country. You have to look at the extreme, the geniuses. Want to find out what makes it work? You know, dissect Albert Einstein's mind. Figure out why he's so smart. So that's why we look at the extreme results to see which tank is overpowered or broken. And it looks like for tier 8 heavy tanks, the best tank, and I'm making you wait, we're watching the Renegade game here, but the best tier 8 premium heavy in the game right now is the Skoda T-56. 9 out of the top 10 results were Skoda T-56. We're going to enjoy that in a minute, but not until Medic 24G is done. He's at 7, while I've been babbling there, guys, he's at 7,600 damage. This is a good tank. It has a good gun, but it's kind of big, and it has a Tuma. So in a tier 10 game, you know, the Tuma is a problem. And now the defender, can he shoot the defender? Shoot the defender. You can shoot the defender. Shoot the defender. Oh, he didn't shoot the defender. What are you doing? Through that little window. Oh, he's shooting this guy instead. And what is that? A T-29. The T-29, he does have the gun that does over 300 damage. I don't know what the reload, who benefits from the reload here. I think the T-20, he could have out-reloaded the T-29 and taken one more shot, but he's a little scared, and he should shoot the defender. Why have you not shot the defender? I'm shocked. I'm shocked and awed that he didn't shoot the defender. And now he's going to pull out sideways. No! Yes. Hey, he shot, guys, he shot the defender. 8,000. No! Yes! The T-29 forgot to aim. He did everything right except aim. And now he out-reloads the T-29. Yes, good. And is the T-29 going to kill him? He's out at 9,000 damage. Side scrape, make the T... Oh! No, it's the Russian tank! The double-barreled Russian tank that got him up the ass! It wasn't the T-29! Ooh, that's gonna hurt in the morning. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's his teammate. You're fast on the... You're fast on the mouse clicking. It was the T-29, but this guy was so disgusted in his performance that he clicked his mouse in disgust, and the view changed to his teammate, who wins the game. The dirty, rotten Russian tank wins the game. Let's look at the post-game stats. He ends up with high caliber and top gun. Look at that list of enemies that he took out. 7 kills with over 9,000 damage, 9,170. And he made over 300,000 credits. Well done, my friend. Well, some of you, hello to some of you who skipped ahead to watch the Skoda T-56 game. And those of you who enjoyed that Renegade game, you're in for more. Look at this guy. He's got no field modifications turned on. He's not running food. Let me just check his ammo here. Sometimes people fool me here. He's got, yes, nothing but premium ammo. 248 pen. As opposed to 208. Shell velocity's about the same. He's got a full... Oh, what is he doing here? He's trying to push his teammate out of the way. He's saying, get out of my way. I'm top tier. You, what are you doing? Get out of my way. Not very nice. Who is this guy? Adrian 1597532 258. Very original name. He is top tier versus tier 6s. How can you possibly do this much damage when you're fighting tier 6s? Well, if the tier 6s don't move, and I think we've just illustrated, his damage is showing 0 there, but he took out that MT25, I think, from full health. What it's showing us, what we've seen right away, is the reason that this is the best tier 8 premium heavy, at least on damage output. It did have a couple of games in the damage block category too, because it has a strong turret as well. And it's the burst damage, guys. It's these tanks, VZ55, that whole heavy line is just overpowered burst damage. And I've mentioned to you guys that I believe the VZ55 will get nerfed. So get yourself one right away and enjoy it while you can. But I'm pretty sure they will not nerf the premium tank. So this one is a little bit of an anomaly. It's going to be in the game. And in situations where you're top tier like this, you can just roll up and shit on everyone. Well, he's got premium ammo loaded, so you don't really have to aim. The shot's going to deviate, it doesn't matter. And just like that, guys, just like that, it's a mini VZ55, right? 2 shots, 820 damage. And this game is all about pumping out the damage as fast as you can, and while you're pumping it out, being exposed as little as possible. So it doesn't get any better, right? 1 and 2. And you're not exposed that long to do 900 damage or 850, whatever you got there. That's what makes this tank overpowered. It's a beast. In the right situation, you're just going to shit on everyone, because most tanks to do 1,000 damage have to stay exposed a lot longer than you do. So, and that guy, oh, he missed the shot. Well played, side scrape there. Now, he's playing versus tier 6s and 7s here, so he's going to dominate. We know he's going to have the top damage, second highest damage game of this patch. What I think usually happens with these tanks when they're really overpowered and start dominating the results is they just start getting worse matchmaking, guys. That's just the way it is. Oh, I can't believe he bounced that shot on, and he missed that shot. The lucky Panther. And I'm serious about that, guys. When there's a tank that really, really dominates to the point of being extremely broken, and it's a premium tank, or any tank, the matchmaker typically takes care of it. And I think if you get this one, be prepared to be in tier 9 and 10 games a lot. And I'll have you guys leave some comments there. Let me know what you guys think. Have you played this one? And what is your experience with the matchmaker? I played it when it came out, and I had about 10-20 games that, while it was on sale, that were just, I found myself versus tier 7s and sometimes tier 6s. I'm not a super unicom, but I was accidentally doing 3,000-4,000 damage, okay? Versus tier 6s and 7s on mines or on Himmelsdorf, just going down heavy tank alley there and just drive in front of a group of tier 6s and 7s and just shoot 2 shots, back up, reload, shoot 2. I was accidentally doing 3,000-4,000 damage. But then after about 20 games, I noticed, and this is kind of true for all tanks, but particularly I noticed for this one, I was in tier 10 games a lot. In the next 10 or whatever, however many more games I played, 10 or 20 games, was tier 10, tier 10, tier 10, tier 10, tier 10. And let's face it, in tier 10, it was a lot harder. Now, of course, I'd rather be in a tier 10 game with this than one of the crappy tier 8 premium tanks. But when you're in tier 10 all the time, or tier 9 all the time, it makes it harder for you to dominate the results. Now, for example, I played another, what is a tank? An example, the T-42 American. I think that's a medium tank. Underwhelming in every way. You know, I played it the first few games and I was top tier and did pretty good. Look up the T-42. But statistically, you know, the gun, it's not that great. The pen, not that great. No real armor. I thought, I'm not going to really like this one. Let me play a few games. And I played more than a few games. And as I kept playing, I rarely got in tier 10 games. I struggled to do 3,000 damage ever, even in a tier 8 or tier 7 game, because I'm not that good. You know, I couldn't easily do 3,000, 4,000 damage like this one. But I never seemed to get in the higher tier games. So, you know, the matchmaker, it's a huge factor. And the matchmaking is not the same for all tanks. It just isn't. It's not random. It's not random for all tanks. All tanks do not get the same matchmaking. It's just the way it is. Some get better matchmaking than others. I would suspect this one is going to get very, very harsh matchmaking just based on the results that it's showing. And I didn't check all of the top 9 out of 10 games that it had, but it looks like at least this one, he is fighting against the same or lower tier. Now he's going to pump 2 up the ass on this guy before that guy realizes what's going on. And that's the burst damage, guys. That Liva probably thought, I can take a hit. I'm top tier. Well, yeah, you can take a hit, but you can't take 2 hits. You can't take 2 hits. And this tank can pump out 2 hits. And this guy's just saying, 8k, not bad. He's, not bad. I'm having a not bad session. Can he surprise the T-78? Guys, I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, please leave some comments in the comment section or hit the subscribe button to support the channel. We are going to do tank destroyers next. And we're sticking to tier 8. Maybe we'll do this for other tiers depending on what your feedback is like. But tomorrow we're going to do tier 8 tank destroyers. We're going to look at the extreme results and watch some of the best games. It's been quite... oh, look at this. Boop. Go for the reload. Go for the reload. Go for the reload. Because that guy's still there. Go for the reload. Go for the reload. I would have went for the reload. I think this is very helpful for people if you're trying to decide, should I buy a premium tank? And I just want to buy the best one. I don't want to buy 15 of them. That's a pretty good... why not get the one that's the best, that can have the extreme results? Why not? Why get yourself the shitty one? The one you have to struggle. This one here is the best. Oh, he rushed your shot, buddy. There you go. I think he was a little excited there. He's working on he's working on 9,000 damage here. Here he goes. Does he get it? The one thing about this thing is it does not have a Buras gun. It does not have the gun handling that the tier 10, the VZ-55 has. The gun handling is quite poor. You have to aim your shots. So there is that. I think that's how Wargaming tried to balance it. That's why I think the VZ-55 is so broken. Because it has the 2 shots. It has the super high alpha. It has the mobility. It has the armor. It has some gun depression. It has everything. And then on top of that, it has fantastic gun handling and very quick aim time. So for that kind of firepower, mobility, and armor, I would have thought that it should have this kind of gun handling, like this one has. The VZ-55 can pump out 2 shots and do 1,000 damage. It should have to aim its shots about the same as this one does. And I think that's going to be the nerf that will happen, guys. You've heard it first here on Klaus Kellerman's No Bullshit channel. That's what I think will happen. That would, I think, make it... at least it would have to expose itself a little longer to pump out its 1,000 damage. The way it is now, the VZ-55 just pulls out and there's no aiming required. It's just boom, boom. It has... the gun accuracy and gun handling is too good. I mean, I wish I had that kind of gun handling sometimes on my Leopard. But anyways, let's see if he can get some more damage here. If his teammate does some spotting, he can do some shooting. One. Oh, and he missed. See, this kind of gun handling. Almost balanced. Oh, wait a minute. Is he going to go down after him, or is he going to go cap? Just go down after him, buddy. He can't kill you. He's a tier 6. He's going to have trouble penning you. See if this hesitation allows him to get away. Yeah, he's trying to get away. He's running. He's pooped his diaper. And he's running. Mommy, mommy, the big bad tank's coming. Just go down there and kill him. But don't be cute. You're the tier 8, overpowered, best premium heavy tank in the game. You know, just go. Go, go, go. He only needs one. Wouldn't it be funny if he missed this shot? The guy killed him on the reload. You're trying to be too cute here, guys. He's a tier 6. Come on, Adrian. Adrian! Just go. This guy's going to get away. You're not going to be able to catch him. You were too cute. Adrian, you were too cute. You let him get away. I'm cheering for the little guy now, guys. I'm cheering for the STRV. Because Adrian was too cute. Plus, he pushed his teammate. At the beginning of the game, he pushed his teammate. Now he's a Muppet. He's trying to climb. Oh, no. No, run, STRV. Run. No, don't run in reverse, STRV. Let's see what his damage is, you guys. He's happy with that game. Let's look at the post-game stats. He hauled a lot of medals there, guys. He's got Faden's medal, Radley Walters, Steel Wall, High Caliber, Top Gun. He ended up with 9,144 damage, 8 kills. And he spent 144,000 on ammo. Got it back with some boosters. Well played. Thanks for watching, guys. Join me tomorrow where we will examine the results for tank destroyers. Catch you tomorrow.